Pardon us, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday night. Welcome to a special Red vs. Blue episode.
And someone else likes sloppy seconds.
Oh, you mean not just you?
Not just me. DA Wrestling Raw review here. On tonight's episode, Rhea comes face to face with Dom and Liv, sort of. Randy Orton RKO's Gunther out of his shoes, basically. And, well, let's just say
Bronson Reed killed R-Truth.
he really did. But we're going to start today with Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, a 2 out of 3 falls match. They gave a whole lot of time.
Not
Whole lot of time.
really. It was really only 20 minutes, but I thought it could have went longer.
Well, it probably could have done a lot of things.
But I mean, I think this establishes Breaker. You dispatch Sammy, you're done with that now.
Yep.
Like this is a good blow off match to that feud.
Yeah, I don't see Sami Zayn going against Breaker, at least not anytime soon.
Well, and it sounds to me like now him and Jay are going to go after the tag titles.
Yeah, by the looks of it, yeah. I didn't see it. I didn't even see Jey Uso today at all in the show.
Yeah, he did a quick backstage segment with
Oh,
Sammy right before the main event.
fair enough. I missed it. Must have been in the bathroom.
That's okay.
Whatever.
Um,
Good match though. Like really, really good match. Not surprised that Sammy got the first fall, then Breaker got the next two.
I thought, I thought it was going to be like your prototypical 2 out of 3, where Braun gets the quick one out the gate,
Yep.
and then he's working for the sweep. Sammy catches him, fires up babyface spot, but then Braun gets him in the end. That's how I thought it was going to go.
Well, they really
And I
fooled you,
was
didn't they?
I know, and I was almost convinced, like, hey, maybe Sammy wins this,
Yeah. Well,
but
that
no, Braun.
that's good storytelling. They had you convinced that he was actually going to win. That's good storytelling.
Yes,
They're doing a really good job of this lately. For the past year now, they've really done a lot of things that are right that people have been clamoring
just
for a long time.
like Randy Orton says, it's the little things.
Exactly, it's the little things.
It's always the little things.
It really is. I mean,
Speaking of little things, okay.
speaking
Speaking of
of
little things,
speaking of little
Dom
things,
Mysterio.
yeah, apparently you get deep enough. Rhea Ripley opened the show today, and she started talking about emotions, how she's like a little sad, a little embarrassed, but just pissed off, which prompted Dom and Liv to come on out. Mind you, not at the top of the ramp, but on top where all the crowd is. But boy, you
The way
almost,
they shot this was awesome. But
yeah,
continue.
I really thought I saw this happen, and I didn't even clue into what was going to happen then later on in the rest of the segment. But Liv basically just goes on off. Right? Dom explains to her why he did this to Rhea. So that he, want to be treated like a man. Liv lets me play my video games, give me whatever I want. So
Let's
which
me
was
eat tendies.
maybe attendees. Everybody also appreciated it. That's what everybody started calling, saying sloppy seconds.
Yeah, the crowd.
Rhea,
We got a sloppy seconds chant on Monday Night Raw.
Rhea ends up getting to the point though too, where basically Dom before he came out, was ripping on Dom how he didn't get deep enough.
Well, so the line
Yeah,
everyone's gonna remember it wasn't deep enough part,
yeah,
but she was talking about how Dom stabbed her in the back
yeah.
and then proceeded to turn that into a little dick joke.
Yeah.
Um, by the
Well,
way, we're on fire right now. How many sex jokes can I get in on this episode?
I don't know. But I know at one point there, uh Rhea really kind of went in on Dom saying, I'm really proud of you.
Mhm.
How proud she was of Dom. That he beat, but she wanted him to be better. Beat Dom on your own.
Beat
Not
Ray
have
on your,
be Ray
yeah.
on your own, beat your father better on your own. Uh Liv basically just say how just took everything from Rhea, how Rhea has nothing, how Rhea's just a loser now, and she'll never be the champion again. Rhea basically told you better run for your life because I'm going to come after you no matter what. As long as I'm not still breathing, I'm still coming after you. And she made a point though too, and I didn't even see this one coming when she goes, you know, you've been on long enough to let us know where you guys are,
Yep.
which prompted Damian Priest to show up right behind Dom and Liv. And then Dom, I think
The,
Priest continued to start beat the living crap out of him.
yep.
Rhea ended up running
I
the steps and taking out Liv Morgan while Priest and Dom fought, which is mostly just Priest beating the shit out of Dom. Uh, which ended up leading to Carlito jumping in on Priest once they got back to the ring,
yep.
which then led to our match.
Yep. Where Carlito got way too much offense for what this should have been.
Well, I mean, for the most part, like Priest still like did dominate most of that match for the most part.
Yeah,
But
no, like I'm saying like it's okay, like, Carlito's a vet,
yeah,
he's gonna be that wily veteran.
yeah.
Um, but I just I don't see how Carlito has gotten his stock to the point where he's having almost a 50-50 match with a Damian Priest in 2024. If this was like 2004, sure.
I think it's more or less at this point here. It's kind of like Carlito's not a law for the company or a law for us in this point in time. Might as well give him some kind of like you know reward. I guess
I
that could be
guess,
it.
but when you think about it, he's only really spent what, 9 of his 20 something years wrestling in WWE.
Well, I guess the way he's come back and just how much work he's done. I mean, we don't know,
I suppose.
right? Um, but it's pretty
Priest
simple
wins.
with a
Priest
South of
wins with a
Heaven.
South of Heaven,
But it
and
gets more
then
interesting after that.
then the rest of Judgment Day come out.
Yeah.
Um,
To,
Balor, Dom, McDonough,
even Liv.
Rhea, Liv, and then Rhea gets a second entrance,
Yep.
and uh, basically they clear house, and it's left with JD
No,
taking.
left with Balor in the middle, with Rhea compressed in the front to him. Priest is behind him. Rhea does a little right. Priest is about to kick the living hell out of Balor, and what happens is JD takes that bullet for his buddy.
Oh yeah, no, he took the super kick
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
just took that kick right to that and laid him out.
And then JD for the second week in a row takes us South of Heaven.
Yep. And
Um,
then I really,
Dom was about to take us South of Heaven, only he throws Dom into Rhea.
yep.
Rhea was about to deliver Riptide, but in a reversal of last week, Liv pulls Dom away from the move.
Let's not forget though, too, how Dom tried to sneak up on Priest and Rhea while they were hugging, and Priest caught him by the throat as he fell on the ground.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But you know what? Okay, so here's what I appreciate about Damian Priest as a babyface.
Sure.
He's not a dumb babyface.
No.
That is one of my pet peeves of pro wrestling is when baby faces are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's also
Stupid
different
stupid and
era,
naive,
different times,
I
different
suppose.
person in charge.
Again, I love logic.
Yeah.
Logically, you would see Dom Mysterio coming up behind Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
And if Rhea's your friend, yes, you would grab this motherfucker by the throat.
Absolutely. And I'm 100%. Eventually, this is going to end probably with Rhea eventually riptiding Dom on her way
That's
to
gonna
probably.
happen. That's gonna happen in this mixed tag match that was announced for Berlin.
Yeah, so that's probably going to happen there, and it might even happen one more time too, but on when Rhea gets her title back, because I'm assuming Liz right now is going to hold that title till they're ready to give it back to Rhea. I think Rhea's going to end up
Bad
winning
Blood
this
would be
feud.
a nice time to do it.
That'd probably make the most sense to do it. I mean, at
Yo,
that point, there, Liz will
honestly,
probably hold out
you
for a while.
honestly, when you look at how certain stories are going right now,
You can have
buddy,
you could pick
Bad Blood
make your
is
pick
stacking
for
up
any one of them for anyone to be in a Hell in a Cell. Although I'm sure that's maybe reserved for
to
Punk and
be
McIntyre.
probably like the show of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Uh, let's move on
Speaking of
to
Punk and McIntyre,
yeah, let's Punk and McIntyre. Let's bring us on over to Randy Orton versus talking to Gunther, which will lead us into Punk and McIntyre. But
sure,
first,
go for it.
With Orton and Gunther. So Orton comes out, everybody starts singing a song. Before that, though, he talked to the Miz, say how much a great guy he is, that you'll be fine against Bronson Reed. Basically, send him to his doom. Silly Randy. You know, he didn't even feel convinced himself when he told him what he said to the Miz. Anyway, Randy comes on out.
Randy Orton is one of the best trolls in the history of the game.
Oh, absolutely is. Right? Randy goes on out, starts talking how, and I didn't realize this, it was at this time. Today is the 13th. It is Wednesday because it's now Tuesday morning. It's the 13th now. On Thursday will be the 15th, August 15th. 20 years ago,
2004.
20 years ago, Randy Orton won his first world title. And yours truly was there to see it. I guess not allowed to say his name, Chris Benoit. Blah 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 blah. Right?
That's a hell of a match, too. I
It
love
was an
that
excellent
match
match.
so much.
It's an excellent match. It
I
was
love that match so much. And
in hindsight, they probably should have kept the belt on Chris, but we didn't know what happened at the time. But who
well, I
knows?
mean, that was still 3 years away, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But in hindsight, considering what they did with Warden after later on, probably could have left the title on
They
Benoit. But
used
whatever.
they
Whatever.
used
It's done over now.
look, full stop.
No, I'm not going to do
They
full stop. I
used
don't want to go into this. Just
no
say
no.
whatever.
I'm just putting it definitively like
Sure.
this. They used Orton to get the title back on Triple H because they didn't want Triple H beating Benoit.
Fair enough. Anyway, by the way, anyway, Triple H that night faced Eugene.
Yes.
Also, the infamous Undertaker put JBL through the limousine. Anyway,
Is that never mind.
anyway, Orton basically saying how he's going to win that title for the 15th time, right? Getting one away from Cena. He brings out Gunther, and Gunther got pretty personal here. Pretty personal, ripping on Randy and his family and his lineage. Although Randy did mention that he had a really hot wife at home waiting for him back
And
in
five
St. Louis
kids.
and 5 kids. By the way, did you see those? I kind of like those Cardinals jerseys. I like those. The Lou. I like those. Anyway,
Oh, the City Connects. Yeah.
yeah, I like that. Anyway, uh,
Oh
so
yeah. For those that haven't seen it, please go watch Orton's pathetic first pitch that he threw at the ball game last weekend.
yeah. Anyway, Gunther basically just rips on Orton for the whole time. You can see Orton's getting very, very typical and Randy Orton mad, which prompted Drew McIntyre to come on out. And McIntyre is just coming out there. Previously in the night, McIntyre told Pierce that he was going to come out and save the show and be on his best behavior. Well, he actually kind of
Now, by the way,
he
hold
kind
on.
of
You're
kept his
missing
word.
context here. You're
No,
missing context here.
that's fine. Let me tell you.
And
You tell me what context I'm bringing. You're missing here.
okay, so a little foreshadowing for what we're about to talk about is Pierce's response before this
Yes.
was CM Punk's not here. He had travel issues.
Also, Drew McIntyre did come into Pierce's office though too, to bring it back a little bit there, wondering why Randy Orton gets a title shot.
Because he was screwed 3 months ago.
Because it was 3 months ago exactly. Drew wasn't too happy about that. But anyway, Drew's coming out. And in between Drew coming out though, Randy Orton
Last thing on the Orton Gunther part.
Randy Orton RKO'd Gunther right here.
Right. No, no, no. But my question about that match,
Yeah.
because we're about to go back into McIntyre and Punk.
Yeah.
Did you notice Orton said that when he wins the title, Gunther will no longer be free on Friday nights and Orton will be back running Monday Night Raw? So, if I'm to understand that correctly, does that mean that whoever doesn't end up with the world title gets traded to SmackDown? So, like, if Gunther loses the world title, which he won't, but if Gunther loses the world title, does that mean he gets traded to SmackDown
By that
for Randy
logic,
Orton?
by that logic, yes. By the sounds of it, we'll see.
Okay,
We'll see what happens. Look, Randy's not winning that title. If
that's
anybody,
true.
I said it last week on Raw review on the Raw review last week. If Orton's going to win win a world title again, it's going to be off of Cody. It has nothing to do with Orton. He's with Gunther. It's going to be off of Cody.
The problem with these like nostalgia reigns with like everyone's talking about Cena winning the 17 next year and
Well,
Orton trying to catch Cena and Flair.
if Cena wins
The
next year,
problem
it's gonna
is,
hold it for a month in the list.
oh, 100%. But actually, I think it would be poetic justice if Randy Orton is the one that beats John Cena for it.
That could be
But
happening.
I just think that there's so many more interesting stories surrounding the two top titles that you don't need John Cena or Randy Orton in that title picture anymore.
No, but it might just be a thank you from the WWE.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure
And
it's
that's what I'm
just
going to go
like,
with for now.
I mean, when was the last time Cena was WWE champion?
2018,
When did he have that match with Styles?
2018 or 19.
Because if
When did Styles come in WWE? 2016.
16,
So somewhere
so
around
it was the Rumble
2017.
Rumble 17.
Yeah. All right.
That's where
Anyway,
Cena won number 16. But so I mean, Cena hasn't been champion in 7 years, and Orton hasn't been champion since the pandemic.
yeah. So and he only held it for a month at that point.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, Drew McIntyre comes out after Orton RKO's Gunther. Drew McIntyre is about to get in the ring, and CM Punk comes out of nowhere and attacks and beats Drew McIntyre like a government mule. Just
Well,
well,
Drew
for the most
started
part.
it.
Well,
Drew
Drew's
started it because he brought the belt.
well, yeah, but Punk still beat him like
If
a
he
government
didn't take the
mule.
belt off, he wouldn't have got whipped.
Well, tough shit. Yep, those are the chances you take when you take off your belt to beat somebody.
And guess what? If Drew didn't take his shirt off, it probably wouldn't have hurt as much.
Very true. Which also leads to hints the fact they might do a strap match between Drew and Punk.
That's the indication I got.
By the looks of it, probably at Berlin.
Think they do it that quickly?
I don't think you have to, but if you're playing, but unless you're planning on doing a 3 matches in a row and then have them do Hell in a Cell, then you probably will do the strap match in Berlin.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't think it needs. I don't think you. I don't think you need to have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in Berlin. That card's gonna be loaded enough as, especially if you're gonna have Solo versus Roman in general. Plus
I
Cody versus Kevin, Rhea versus Liv, and
No, it's not Rhea versus Liv. It's
Rhea and Priest versus Liv and Dom,
yeah.
right? So
So
if you're
what, they already have what, 4 matches announced?
already four, plus you're probably gonna get LA Knight versus Escobar, probably.
That's 5. And if you go by their current formula, there's maybe one more match,
Yeah,
which will probably be the women's tag titles.
yeah, which I think is gonna
Or
be a
or
four.
one of or one or sorry, or Nia Jax and Bailey in a rematch or something.
Yeah, so that's probably that there. But
So I don't think this card has any room for Punk and McIntyre.
I don't think it really
So
needs it either.
so what, we fast forward to September and what's our PLE there?
It's bad blood.
That's October.
Maybe Berlin is the September one. They have a whole month to build up Bad Blood, which I don't
Oh,
think you need
okay.
to. Maybe could be. Anyway, we'll get
I
back
mean,
over to.
you could definitely, you don't have to do Drew and Punk in a Hell in a Cell. You can do it in a strap match.
That's true. Uh, anyway, do a plug there. American Made got themselves a new member. We were the Creeds today versus the Alpha Academy.
This match went way harder than it should have.
It did. Uh,
This match fucking ruled.
it was a good match. It was a good match. I like the part where they turned Ivy Nile. They needed something for her to do, right? And she was better when she was in Diamond Mine with Roderick Strong and the Creed brothers, and she was that tough nosed girl they had on the team.
It's not like she's changed much,
No,
bro.
but she's better as a heel version where she's more tough nosed. If
I
that makes
get
any
that.
sense.
Now, to be fair, more foreshadowing because before this match, she told Maxine like she should probably stay in the back
Yeah.
because this could get ugly. And then basically came out, attacked Maxine, gave her the dragon sleeper on the table.
Yep.
And yeah, uh,
There's a lot of good spots here. I really
American made
thought
pick up the win.
yeah, I really kind of thought that Alpha Academy was gonna win this one. I was like, we can't do like you're gonna do this to the Creeds already? Like, come on, really? But
No,
no, I mean they proved me
because
wrong.
they already lost last week.
Yeah. To the Wyatts, which by the way, we have Bo Dallas did a promo on his own and they're talking about to the TV about how the Y6 debuted and how it was a great win, how he felt the vibes of his brother because it was in Baltimore where he debuted a number of years ago.
Hmm.
What I found really interesting is that he referenced Stephen King's The Stand.
Okay.
My life for you, my life for you. That was what if you ever seen Stephen King's The Stand, whether it be the new version or the original version with Gary Sinise and a bunch of other people, the bomber, the guy who was the crazy insane bomber who goes off and likes to bomb shit and blow stuff up, said that to Frag, the main villain in the movie. My life for you, my life for you. It was very interesting. He always referenced as like Hackle Howdy as a demon in a
Okay.
sense, demon or like a devil or whatever you want to call him. So that was kind of interesting. I thought it was like really cool. I go, oh my life, I never heard that before. Uh, that was really interesting. After that, though, we did get also the New Day. Now I'm wondering where this is going with Odyssey Jones because you have Odyssey Jones right now, who's almost like they're going to replace Big E. Now that was kind of even more pushed upon by the Final Testament after Odyssey Jones' debut match as a job, or uh,
Dude,
or Xavier Woods is going to turn heel.
I said it out loud. I mean, the wife and my son were in the room.
Yeah,
I said it out loud after that backstage segment.
yeah.
I'm like, Woods is so turning on these fools.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be next week.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we're finally gonna get the turn next week.
It's been a long time coming for this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm quite surprised they're actually. I'm actually a little surprised they're actually doing it.
Oh no. And you could tell like and Pat McAfee being the genius that he is, he's picking up on him being
Oh
less
yeah.
enthusiastic.
Well, he's not. I mean, I can understand where Xavier Woods is coming from here. You're basically took Xavier like Ozzy Jones and you're replacing Big E with him. Now it'd be great if Big E was able to come back if he's able to, then face Odyssey Jones and like a heel New Day versus a heel with the face New Day. That'd be kind of fun.
No, we're already doing that with the bloodline.
I know, but it'd be nice to see it. Yeah, Pete. We finally got a reason behind Pete Dunne's attacking of Sheamus.
We got that reason last week.
No, he kind of just sat down and interviewed this week and said why he's really doing it. And the reason being is that he feels that he's elevating Sheamus. He was elevating Sheamus when he was in the group. That he didn't like being called Butch. That he didn't like the nickname and all that crap. Sheamus kind of responded to it later on in the evening, but then got attacked by Pete Dunne. So I'm looking forward to this
Thanks to a
match.
distraction by Ludwig Kaiser.
Yes, I can't believe they're still going to have this match again somewhere down the line.
Mm.
Look,
Anyways, that
actually,
match is going to be next week too.
yeah, more than likely. Oh,
No, no, no. It was announced at the end
oh,
of the night.
all right. Although we finally got a name for the new women's faction.
Oh, the Pure
Fusion
Fusion
Collective.
Collection
Collective.
Collective. Okay, that honestly, that sounds like a toy line.
Sounds like something from Star Trek.
Sounds like a toy line.
Maybe that too.
Like that's like an action figure toy line.
Yeah, it's. I'm not a big fan of the name. I feel they could have done a lot better with this. I feel they could have done something more along the lines
Mishin
of like,
had a great Mishin had a great name for them.
what was that?
The stud line.
Yeah, they could go with a lot of different things. I'm not a big fan of this name. I just find it doesn't stupid, just dumb. I feel there wasn't enough thought. I don't know who came up with the name. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe you start calling them PFC. Cool. Like PFC Club or whatever you want to call them. Or Pure Fight
Mm.
Club. Sure. Whatever. Don't care. But Pure Fusion Collective is going to be hard to get behind, especially if you're a fan, whether it's a heel group or not. It's irrelevant.
So,
They're,
anyways, they had a match with Damage Control.
yep.
Damage Control was about to pick up the win.
Yep.
Io Sky hit the moonsault on Zoe Stark when the women's tag team champions, Isla Dawn, Alba Fire, decided to make sure that there was no winner.
Well, in all fairness, Zoe Stark did kick Alba Fire earlier, slightly earlier, a few minutes before that.
Yeah, but why did Io Sky deserve to get smacked around for it?
Not because she's in the match. Although,
Anyways, that
did
go
you
ahead.
notice when Io Sky got up to the top of the rope there, the reaction she got? I feel Io Sky slowly becoming,
Damage Control is starting to turn baby.
yeah, but not in a way. I don't think it's gonna be a typical babyface thing.
They're gonna be like they're
They're
gonna still be heels, but
gonna toe the line.
they'll be lovable heels.
Yeah, kind of like the Hardy Boys
Anyways,
for a long time.
so it's a triple threat tag team title match next week.
Was that announced?
Yeah,
All right.
Unholy Union. That's the name of
Yep.
Fire and Dawn, right?
Yeah.
Unholy Union versus Damage Control versus Pure Fusion Collective.
Silly name.
Yeah.
PFC sounds better. Sounds better.
EFC.
PFC sounds way much better. Bronson Reed
Destroys our truth.
last match today night. Bronson Reed versus The Miz. Bronson Reed destroys our truth. Miz got some offense in, but there's no way Miz is ever going to win this match.
No. And they may go the suspension route with Reed.
And we also did get, I can see that, yeah. And we also got an update on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has officially been knocked out for a while. Now this is coming
Actually,
over the past.
Adam Pierce actually revealed this Saturday morning on his Twitter.
Yeah. Seth is actually out for the next little bit though. Obviously, it is storyline based, obviously. But I know Seth probably.
I
Seth
heard it
probably,
might not be.
well, you know what, too? He's probably not exactly 100% like really healed. He probably came back earlier for this whole thing. Wasn't exactly ready to go yet.
Mm-hmm.
So chances are he's probably taking extra time again. But yeah, he's still legitimately hurt as well. So that was Raw, everybody. It was a good show. A lot heavy Judgment Day, especially early going. Very exciting mid part there with Punk, Randy Orton, Gunther, as well as Drew McIntyre. It was all in all a good show, and Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker is done. It was a good show. Like they've been a really good show. Let me see what happens over the next couple of weeks, though, too. If the shows keep on still being as good as they are, because they will be going up against Monday Night Football. So
They'll be past Bash at Berlin by the time the first Monday night game hits.
that's true. Uh, you want we're going to talk a bit also here. Lastly, here a little bit of the G1. I was going to bring us to the G1 a little bit.
Yeah. So I did say in the Dynamite review I was going to do this Friday, but I had a tooth pulled Friday afternoon and was not exactly feeling up to doing a show with my mouth still bleeding.
Can't imagine why.
Anyways, so for those interested, okay, I believe there is 4 shows left. There are 4 shows left of the G1, and Block A is set. Zack Sabre Jr. outright won A block. So he's going to face the winner of Shingo Takagi and Great-O-Khan
Ooh,
in the semis of the A block. The B block will be decided amongst 4 matches. Um, and like almost everybody's still in this too. Like of the of the 10 guys in the block, like 8 of them have a chance to make it, except for Yuya Yamura, who withdrew from the G1 due to injury. So basically, it's down to like David Finlay, Ren Narita, Jeff Cobb, Hiroki Goto, Yota Tsuji, Konosuke Takeshita, and Oleg Bolton.
Kesha's probably going to win the G1.
Who do I think is going to win the G1?
Takeshita's probably going to win the G1.
Takeshita needs some help just to get into the playoffs, but possibly.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think by the next time we talk about it, it takes place like so the finals take place what's August 18th? This Saturday, right?
This Saturday, yeah.
Okay. So the finals take place this Saturday, so
No, that's Sunday.
okay. Oh, right,
It's
that's right.
it's this
Because
weekend.
yeah. So maybe Monday, next Monday, I will go over the G1 final and how we got there.
Mhm.
If you want my pick, I mean, shit. Haruki Goto's gone on a run, but Zack Sabre Jr.'s just been on another level
Yeah, Zack Sabre has been on different levels since Forbidden Door.
all year. No, no, all year, dude.
Mm.
Like from what he did with in the Tokyo Dome,
Yeah.
what he did with Danielson in February.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, this dude's just been nonstop all year.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, the winner of the G1 gets a IWGP Heavyweight Championship match at Wrestle Kingdom January 4th.
All right. Keep that in mind.
Now, mind you, that briefcase can be defended along the way,
Mm-hmm.
and it has over the years. I don't know if it's ever changed hands,
Mm-hmm.
but it has been defended along the way.
Cool.
But yeah, that pretty much does it for the G1 update. Should I take us out?
Take us on out of here. By the way, for all you take us out of here, but first, before I say this though, if you're a Yankees fan right now, you guys should have yourself you guys should help have sand in the ground right now. The White Sox, my Chicago White Sox, beat the tar off you 12-2 tonight. Take us out of here, Doug.
After losing 22 in a row to
Damn
beat the
right they
Yankees?
did. 12-2. Beat the tar off them.
I
Take us away.
mean, first of all, the White Sox should be embarrassed to call themselves a Major League Baseball franchise right now.
Oh, great size
Thank you
market.
all for listening. Go if you're listening to this on Spotify or Podbean or wherever you listen to podcasts, just go, "Hey Alexa, play the newest episode of DA Wrestling," and we'll pop up.
Damn right.
I've tried it on my own Alexa.
Does it work?
It did.
Nice.
Go find us on YouTube at DA Wrestling Podcast. Socials, DA Sports Podcast on Instagram, DA Sports Pod on X. Andrew's been doing some great work on the socials over there. Uh, Speaking of Andrew, he's a Purcell 1982 on Instagram. Andrew DA Sports on TikTok. I'm D Lines 1991 on Twitter. Talk to you later.
Check out the video down below here. You might like it.